Today we're going to build a game to catch a butterfly. The first thing you want to do is title your game. So in the field next to the share button, type catch the butterfly or whatever you want to choose your title as. When you hit return, it will auto save throughout the game development process, and sometimes there's a save now button that you can click next to your project folder. Okay, so I'll start by deleting the cat sprite. Are you sure you want to delete this sprite? Click yes. Mouse over, choose a sprite, click the button, and find a sprite that you want the user to get points for when they click on it. I'm going to choose a butterfly, and I just want to make sure it has costumes. So make sure your object is selected, then click on costumes next to code, and make sure there's more than one. If not, go back and choose a different sprite. So this will make your game more fun and interesting if you have multiple costumes. Okay, so now I'm going to add a backdrop. So also we'll choose a backdrop and click on it. And I'm going to choose the blue sky in the middle of the screen. This is basically what I need, one sprite and one backdrop. But I'm going to paint a new backdrop that will be the game over. So mouse over the stage area and choose paint. Okay, so this is going to be a game over screen, and I want it to be the same shade of blue as my blue sky. So in order to do that, I click on blue sky to get the shade of the blue, click on the fill, and choose the paint dropper. Then I'm going to get a circle, and I'm going to select the color that I want for my new backdrop. So I will select that shade of blue, then click on my white backdrop at the bottom, and I'm going to put a rectangle in it, drag from one corner to the other, and it'll all be blue. Now I'm going to click on the text tool and type game over. However, before I start typing on the screen, I want to change my fill to black. Then I can click in the screen and type game over. If you don't like the font that appears, select the text, choose your font, and from the drop down you can change the font. You can also drag the corners of the text and make it larger. Okay, so once you're happy with that, you can title it. So I'm going to type game over in the costume field for the game over screen. Then I will right click on it and select duplicate. This will give me another backdrop that looks exactly the same, but I'm going to type new high score. Make that a little bit bigger. And let me just make it stand out even more by choosing a different background color for that section of the screen. Let's just choose yellow. I'm going to put a rectangle behind new high score. Okay, it looks like I'm just highlighting it now, but I'm actually going to move that rectangle to the background. So select it and click back. Oops. Let's just move it backward. So I'm going to mouse over the text and move it backward. So you can play with forward and backward, front and back. And this basically creates different layers on your screen. Okay, so I will then call this backdrop high score. Again, that's your costume field where you will want to name that. Okay, so I have 3 backdrops and a butterfly sprite. I can start coding. So click on your butterfly in the sprite section and go to code and drag under events when flag clicked. One flag clicked, I'm always going to switch my backdrop to blue sky. So that's the switch backdrop to screen and blue sky. That means once the game ends, you'll show game over and new high score. But when it starts again, the backdrop will be changed. Okay, next I'm going to create my score. That's going to be a variable. So click on the variable circle and click make a variable. And I will type score. You can name it whatever you like. And once you click OK, the score is going to appear in the top left corner of your game. You can move that around. You can actually right click on it and change the way it looks. I'm going to leave it alone, and I'm actually going to create 2 more variables while I'm here. I may not use them right now, but I'm going to create them. So I'm going to create a timer. You want to click make a variable and type timer, and then click on make a variable again and type high score. And you'll see timer and high score appear on your screen. Since I don't have time to code these in the project in part 1, I'm going to uncheck high score and timer. So I just have score, and I'll finish the code for that in part 2. Okay, so let's keep on coding. I'm going to drag a set block from the variables circles, and in the drop down, I'm going to set score to 0. So you want to choose score as the variable you're setting to 0. Okay, now I'm going to make the butterfly move around forever. So find the forever block that's in the control circle, and I'm going to forever hide and show. So go to looks and drag a hide and a show into your forever block. Now, if you do that without a wait in between, nothing will happen because they cancel each other out. So go to the control circle and drag a wait 1 second block before and after the show block. Okay, so if you click the green flag, you can see that it's working. However, it's not that interesting, so we're going to add a go to random position inside the forever block. So drag out go to random position. I'm going to put it under wait 1 second, and you can see the butterfly now moves. Now let's add a little animation in there. Since we want the animation to move a little faster than the flashing, I'm going to drag a when flag clicked and create another forever section. And in there, I'm going to forever move to the next costume. Okay, and I'm going to add a wait block. So go to your controls section and drag out a wait 1 second before changing to the next costume. But I'm going to change the seconds to 0.25, and that way it's going to animate a little bit faster. So click stop on your game and click start again, and now you'll see the animation. So it's going to animate as it flashes. Okay, the last section of code we need to add is when the sprite is clicked. So when the sprite is clicked, you're going to do 2 things. Change the score by 1 and play a sound. So go to events and drag out when the sprite is clicked. You're going to go to variables now and drag out a change block. And the variable that you're going to change is called score. The last block that you will add to the game will be a sound. So click on the sound circle and find start sound. You can drag that into your game, put it beneath the change score by 1 block. My butterfly will come with a default pop sound. If you want to choose a new sound, you can click on Sounds tab in the top and mouse over choose a sound. You can then from here upload a sound, record a sound, or choose a sound. If you go back to code and from the drop down start the new sound that you chose. That's it for today, and in the next section, which is part 2, we will learn how to add the high score and the timer code. Thanks for watching, and if you like this video, please follow, like, and subscribe for more.